PokeLive here, and I'm going to be showing you guys 6 things in this video that will help make your experience when playing Animal Crossing New Horizons more enjoyable. Number 1 is learning about characters first. So I love a good resident hunt. I say it all the time in my streams. Resident hunting is my number 1 favorite thing to do in this game. But don't make the mistake that a lot of people do. Like you saw Mr. Groucho there. I did in fact get him on my island. He's awesome. But do your research. I love to use this little wiki, the fandom page here, which has all of the Animal Crossing characters, descriptions about them, all of that good stuff that you'll want to know right on this page. You can actually figure out what kind of character he is. And yes, by the name Groucho, I knew he was going to be a little grouchy guy, but he ended up actually being pretty good. But my point is, if you kind of just see a character and you're like, oh, they look cool. I mean, come on, guys. We always go by, oh, this character looks really cool, so we'll just take them. We don't really care about their personality. But sometimes, the personality does matter. And I think that it's really important to look them up and get to know them before you commit to them. And what's also cool is that you can actually see the design of their houses as well. But if you have that DLC, you can of course customize your houses, which we will get into later in this video. But I did just want to show you guys, utilize these wikis. People make these for a reason. They're awesome. You can learn so much about your characters. So that is my tip number 1. Don't just invite anyone. Do your research first. And as you can see, I did invite him, and basically every single thing that I saw on that wiki page did check out exactly as it said. Because when I finally got him on my island, the house looks exactly like it did on the page. The inside was the exact same. Super creepy, actually. And I like a little creepiness here and there. But that little like skull music thing, I wanted to keep that in this video because, I mean, come on, guys. That is so weird. But yeah, it totally was accurate. Everything that they had said. The house looks exactly that way, and the character was exactly like it said. So number 2 is going to be moving houses. So that is something in this game that I think they really just messed up on. You have to have a clear plot there. Like even if you just want to like slide a house back a little bit, it doesn't let you. So I like to utilize the beaches to put houses on, especially when I'm completely renovating an area. It's super helpful. So just take your moving kit and put it on the beach. It doesn't matter how it looks on there. I mean, unless you're fishing like on every single beach on your island, you really don't even see it. Like I wouldn't put a house near my fishing pier because that's where I fish the most. But on the front of the island, those beaches, definitely would utilize them. As you can see, I have Kabuki's house here because I just don't know where to put it yet. But it is super helpful. So leading into my third point here, it's time traveling. So I know we all do it. It's super helpful because this game does utilize real time, but there's actually an easier way to time travel. And thank you to my viewers on my stream for teaching me this. I actually didn't know. When you see the save complete, see you later, don't hit anything on your controller. Just close out of it. Don't do a full closeout. Just get out of that app for now and go to date and time. And in order for that house to just be complete with that move, it's just the following day. So I'm going to time travel 1 day. And now once you've adjusted that, you can go back into it and you can go ahead and you can finally hit A on your controller and it will just start up. It does shave off a lot of time. I promise, as you can see, it worked. It's successful. So definitely worth knowing. I think that the time travel process is tedious, especially if you are still doing a full closeout. You don't need to. So hopefully that helps you guys shave off some time. It's helped me so much because I time travel literally all the time. So coming in at number 4 here, this is going to be all things customizing. So as you can see, I have like little signs there because I'm huge into making my residence homes into shops. I think it looks really cool. I'm trying to do a full view for you guys. This is just like a little store. Grab a little lunch. It's got some screens. And of course you have Elvis here. If you follow my channel, I'm obsessed with him. I do want you guys to be careful with doing this. As you can see, when I first got into this segment, I had a few signs outside. Both of those houses in this placement were shops, but here's where I want you to be careful, because if you don't like the character that you're trying to, change their home into a shop, and the second they suggest wanting to leave your island, you send them on their way, you are actually going to have to redo it. So don't do this with characters that you don't like. Like, I do not like Hans there. He kind of reminds me like the Abominable Snowman. I do think he's a cool character, but he's not the kind of character that I want on my island. So despite hating his house, I mean, look at it, guys. Come on. But, you're like, okay, let me just change it. Let me, really get into my flow of design. I'm just doing something real quick here because, why not? I'm going to have it for a little bit until he suggests leaving. But my point is, if you really go crazy with a design and you really make like an incredible shop that you're so proud of, and this has happened to me so many times before I finally said, what am I doing? Why am I renovating houses that I don't like the character at all? So I stopped. I went to Tom Nook and I said, all done, when I know that little clothes shop is nowhere near done, but it doesn't matter because we're going to send him on his way when he suggests. So there really is no point in going crazy on homes that you're just going to end up having to do it again. And it does get frustrating. So always check your characters. As you can see, I am trying to surprisingly get all cats except Elvis there. I am actually not really would consider myself more of a dog person, but there's something about the cats in the game that I love, and I really want all cat characters. So Mr. Hans, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go. So coming in at the last point here is I love a good resident hunt, and sometimes characters just move in. It happened to me when I was time traveling by accident. That plot says sold and I did not get to pick one, but I have endless amount of videos of me resident hunting. It's literally my favorite thing to do. I'm always trying to find one, especially for my streams. I know my viewers love to see resident hunts, so I want you guys to be able to really try and find a resident hunt and have the highest chance of that happening. So utilizing your Nookpedia and learning some facts. If a resident asks to leave, and you really like that resident, you don't want them to leave, it has to be at least 15 days or no one's going to ask. So that's really important to note. And you also will never get a resident hunt if you have KK performing on your island. So every 15 days, you at least have to wait that span of time before another one will even ask. And unfortunately, that last character that just moved in, like, I don't know who just moved into that plot. I'm dreading it. But they will not be the next person to ask. They'll probably be the last. So like I said, you'll never get a resident hunt if KK is there. So pull up your calendar and make sure that the date that you're time traveling is not on a Saturday. Yes, this game uses real days, real time, real calendars. So please be careful of that. I've had the most success on a Monday or Tuesday, as long as it's 15 days since someone suggested to leave. So hopefully those tips are helpful for you guys. They really helped me a lot while playing this game. It's just a few things to make the game smoother. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, do not forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys on the next video.